Welcome to episode 138 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where today we will be previewing the New Orleans Saints Week 3 matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. But before that, let's get into it. How we normally start off, man. Dad, let me tell you something. Atlanta, the only way they can win a football game is if their kicker shows up to the game. Because why that?
Because the Atlanta Falcons are a clown show. They suck very much. They do.
Yes. They keep acting like 23 doesn't bother them no more, but deep down, we know it does. We know it still does. And they'd be like, man, be original. Yeah, we blew 23 lead, but that's in the past, man. Be original. But deep down, they know that they're hurting. They know that they're still grieving over it. Because they could have had the same amount of tools as the Saints.
They all tore up about it, bro.
Yeah, like they act on the outside like it doesn't bother them, but on the inside, man, I can't believe we lost that game still. Like, man. So, yeah. So if they say, nah, bro, whatever, man, be original. What is it to be original about? All I gotta say is 3 numbers. 20, 8,
3.
And then they're already crying inside of their hearts. So, anyways, now let's get what's up, Jerry. It is game day, man. Yep, at Sunday, which is today, 3:05 p.m. Central Time on CBS. If you have cable, the New Orleans Saints will be at the Seattle Seahawks for their Week 3 matchup. Man, yep, 28-3. Amen, Jerry. So Dad, what are the Saints going to need to do as a whole to really not start 0-3?
They're going to need to come out and play fast. Get it off to a strong start. I mean, we've been getting off to these slow starts and then trying to come back and win the game late. But let's try, coming out fast. Trying to script those first 15, 20 plays, trying to get the ball in the end zone on the first or second drive. I mean, can we do that, please? Just please. I'm just asking as a Saints fan. Can we do that?
Bro, the Saints, the way they play football should be covered under medical insurance, bro. That's how depressing it is, man. But yeah, Jerry says we winning today. Well, I hope so. Yeah, we just gotta play as a team, man. Like, can't have guys dropping balls. Chris Olave, I need to see you catch a touchdown today. Okay? Like, bruh, Spencer Rattler should have had 4 touchdowns last week. Like, let's see, they'll be embarrassed for not picking us to win. I hope you're right. Let's just say that. Sam Darnold last week, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with an 89.8 rate. The Seahawks offense as a whole in week 2 scored 24 points and was 6 for 14 on third downs. So what is the Saints defense going to have to do to slow down Mr. Sammy D?
I like Sam Darnold. He can get it done. He's a good, solid NFL quarterback. I mean, last year, he took the Vikings, where you didn't think he could take them. But this year is a little different. I mean, different cast of characters for him. He don't have no DJ Metcalf. He ain't coming through that door anymore. So, I don't know. What was the question? How are we going to slow down?
What can the Saints do to slow down Sammy D?
Let him slow himself down. I mean, he's not, that's all the Saints got to do. The Saints got to get after every quarterback. I mean, is Chase Young playing or no?
That's actually a great question.
All the boxes.
I don't know if the official injury reports are out for the day yet. Probably not.
No, they usually release like an hour before each game.
Yeah.
So we probably won't know till like 2:00 because we play at 3. So but
Chase
let me
Young's playing. He's got to get in there, and Brian Brzee, he's got to get in there. I mean, we have to chase Sam Darnold around and make the boys see ghosts. You know he likes to do that.
yeah. He says it's weird because if you remember, he had like this one bad game. Nope, Chase Young's out. Okay. Well, that kind of hurt my mood. But yeah. So, yeah, but it was weird because Sam Darnold, when he was with the Jets, had this one bad game against the Patriots, and he's like, I'm seeing ghosts. And, bro, I'm telling you, everybody picked up on that so quick. It's like, man. But yeah, the Saints passing defense week 2 versus Mac Jones didn't do so great. 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 113.1 QB rate. So do the opposite of what you did last week, and I think you'll be all right. Cooper Kupp, you gotta watch out for Cooper Kupp, man. He's on the Seahawks now. In week 2, 9 targets for 7 receptions, 90 yards. Definitely had a better game than week 1. Jackson Smith-Njigba last week had 10 targets for 8 receptions and 103 yards. So what are we gonna have to do to slow down the 2 receivers in Cooper Kupp and JSN?
Break their kneecaps. No, I don't know. Definitely gonna have to do better than we've been doing in the secondary. I mean, especially these corners, they haven't been stepping up, and they need to step up, especially against a guy like Cooper Kupp, who's not gonna beat you like DK Metcalf would, but he's gonna dink and dunk you and twist you and turn you and get those intermediate routes and take it to the house if you don't know how to tackle. So we definitely got to do that. We definitely got to tackle well. We definitely got to put hands on them.
Yeah, look, I think, and if you want my honest opinion, I think there's a better chance that I move to Africa and become a tree than the Saints secondary stops either of those two.
Move to Africa and become a tree?
Yes, Dad. We got tore up by Ricky Pearsall of all people.
Yep.
We got tore up by an injured Juwan Jennings.
Yep.
We got tore up by the 49ers backup tight end. So if we can't handle the 49ers backups, how are we supposed to handle the Seahawks starters? I'm just sorry, man.
Man, it's a long day for Kool-Aid and your boys.
Yeah, that's why I'm scoring over 30 points. I trust the Saints' offense to score some points. Our defense, though, I don't trust one bit. But anyways, hey, maybe they'll prove me wrong. What's up, the OG Bucks legend? How you doing, man? Your team kind of losing the Jets today, I see. Okay, that's good. As I hope. Seahawks offense in week 2, though, they took 2 sacks on 33 pass attempts, getting a 40% QB percent, I guess. And the Saints pass rush in week 2, 3 sacks, 6 QB hits on Mac Jones' 39 pass attempts, including a forced fumble. So, how are the Saints' defensive line with Granderson, Brzee, Jordan? How are they supposed to handle the Seahawks' offensive line with guys like Abraham Lucas, Charles Cross, and Gray Zabel? How do you think the Saints' defensive line can handle getting back there?
It's going to be tough, but they just got to do it. They got to get up early today. They have to eat a nice breakfast. They have to get to the stadium kind of early, do some stretching, and just get after it. Come on. Be a man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. We just got to get after it, man. This is our 3rd back-to-back NFC West opponent we're playing. We got to get after it, man. We got to win this one, man. Like, if we're 0-3, just wrap up the season, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be a Saints fan. I don't care if the Saints go 0-17 this season. I'm still gonna be a Saints fan. But last week just took a toll on me, bro. It's like we lost to Mac Jones,
backup tight ends, and Ricky Pearsall, and
Right. Man, Christian McCaffrey, that man, of course, every time he plays the Saints, he wants to be healthy, but then I guarantee you next week he's going to like tear his calf again. I'm not wishing injury on him. I guarantee you next week he's going to tear his freaking calf. But yet this week he wants to, or last week he wants to run all over the Saints, man. Same. But anyways, Carl Granderson, 2 sacks last week. He's a lone bright spot in the sea of desolation right now. Terrence Walker last week. 13 attempts for 105 yards, 8.1 yards per carry, and a touchdown. And Saints' run defense as a whole last week were ran on 26 times for a total of 77 yards, 3 yards per carry. So how can the Saints stop the run with Mr. K9 back there?
Well, they did pretty well against the run last week, so just need to keep that energy going. Like I said about the wide receivers, you have to get many guys you can to the ball and tackle their butts. Don't miss tackles on Olay and let them just go right past you like some of you been doing. So tackle.
Yeah, the Saints defense has got to be better this year, man, or this week, man. But yeah, I think what I want to see, I want to see some blitzes, man. I want to see some blitzes. Because K9, he's a shifty running back. Okay, so if you have like 6 guys or 7 guys in the box, I feel like we could do a pretty good job. Especially if you blitz on passing attempts. I don't think Sam Darnold can handle pressure. I don't. I watched him play at the Jets. With the Jets, he was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. So we gotta make sure Darnold goes back to those days. But yeah, Spencer Rattler last week, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 118.1 rate. And the Seahawks defense so far this season gave up under 18 points in back-to-back games. So what is Spencer Rattler going to have to do to break that streak for Seattle?
First thing he's going to have to do, he's going to have to stay on his feet. The offensive line's going to have to give him time. He's going to have to settle down, hit those check downs when he has it. Don't force the ball. But got to look for the big play in this game. You got to do it. I mean, Seahawks are coming in saying, well, the Saints ain't hitting no big plays this year. So we're going to squat on these routes. We're going to stop the running game and dare Spencer Rattler to beat you deep.
Yeah, Rattler. Look, he's a good quarterback. Bro, a lot of people are just assuming that the Saints get a top 5 pick for taking a quarterback. It's like, do y'all not watch the Saints play football? Y'all not watching? Spencer Rattler is probably our best player right now.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Well, he's up there. Like, bro, he had 3 touchdowns last week. Like, not every quarterback be throwing 3 touchdowns on accident. And like, bro, he has not thrown an interception yet this season. So why must the Saints forcefully take a quarterback? Why? Just so you can win the we draft a quarterback every single year that's probably not even going to be on the team in the next 5 years award?
You want to know why? Because if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you're really not going to do nothing. I mean, we've been spoiled because we had Drew Brees. But, you know, if Spencer Rattler is not a franchise quarterback at the end of this year, then you have to go somewhere else. You got to get somebody else.
Like, you got to give them time to develop, though. That's the thing, man. Like Dan Marino, well, that's actually a bad example. He was a quarterback that took time. Okay, here's one. Freaking Tom Brady, right? They gave him time, man. Like, his rookie year, he wasn't even the starter. So it's like, and look at Baker Mayfield right now. He went to Cleveland, and then they ran him out of town. Goes to Tampa Bay, now he's an MVP candidate. Look at Sam Darnold with the Jets. Sucked. With the 49ers. And the Panthers. Wasn't that much better. But then goes to the Vikings, and he's literally an MVP candidate. So it's about the system, and it's about finding the right guys. And Spencer Rattler is way better than those 2. At least when they were bad.
You know what you need to do? You need to do what I do every week. After watching, you know, a sad-ass Saints game, you know, I change the channel to other football games, and I see people playing like Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and the guy with the Chargers, Herbert. I'm like, these guys play different, man. Why do they play different? Oh, they was drafted in the top 5. Oh, they are a good franchise quarterback. I wish I had one of those, but no, I have a 5th round guy. I have a 2nd round guy. Just not doing it for me. Instead of eating steak, I'm eating hamburgers. You know what I mean? Okay.
I don't know. Anyway. Although the Seahawks defense last week gave up 17 points and 5 for 15 on 3rd downs against the Steelers. And the Seahawks pass defense in week 2 versus Aaron Rodgers only gave up a touchdown and got 2 interceptions worth 203 yards. And also, Devon Witherspoon didn't play. So that's a scary sight. They're getting 2 interceptions without Witherspoon. It's like, whew. Juwan Johnson, man. Last week, 9 targets, 5 receptions, 49 yards and touchdown. And yet, this man was targeted 9 times. And he could have caught 8 of those passes. But for some reason, before the game, he was like, you know what I want to do? I don't know why, but you know what I want to do? I want to dip my hands in a bucket of butter before this game, man. With a wet, soggy hand so he can drop passes and whatnot. Hey, bro. Wait, man, bro. I think freaking Kellen Moore could catch passes better than Juwan Johnson. And he's the head coach. But anyways, Rashid Shaheed. Last week, also 5 targets, 4 receptions, 52 yards and touchdown. And apparently Chris Olave also joined Juwan Johnson in the butter contest or whatever because 10 targets, 6 receptions, 54 yards, but dropped a crucial touchdown in the first quarter that we didn't know at the time, but that could have helped us win the game. You see, it's those losses that hurt the most. The losses where it's like you could have won. Like weeks 1, weeks 2, the Saints could be 2-0 right now. We could be having a different conversation. Saints could be 2-0 right now. But it's like the team, they just act like in the final few minutes of the game or in a crucial moment, they go ghost. Which maybe that will be good for this week because Sam Darnold does like seeing ghosts. But, we'll see. Chris Olave, 10 targets, 6 receptions, 54 yards. Could have had 7 catches for maybe 70 yards and a touchdown if he could have dropped the ball. But anyways, and also the Saints offense week 2, 3 sacks taken on 34 pass attempts with a 38.5 QB%. So what's the Saints offense going to have to do to get past the Seattle defense?
So you said Chris Olave had 10 targets and Juwan Johnson had 9 targets?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is a big part of your passing game. I mean, to those 2 guys. I mean, why are we not spreading the wealth out a little bit is what I want to know. But
yeah, Shaheed only had 5 targets.
Shaheed only had 5 targets. So where's everybody else at? I don't know. I think those guys need to step up is what I'm trying to get at. But, yeah, since Olave and Juwan Johnson is going to be the focal points of this offense, you can't be dropping the ball. I say this every week. I find this hilarious. Here's a ball. I'm going to catch it, you dummy. I mean, yeah, we got to stop dropping the ball. We got to spread the wealth. Shaheed has to get more than 5 targets, I believe. He's got to get at least a shot or 2 downfield. At least Dennis Allen knew that. He tried to get him, at least a shot or 2 down the field, even if he was covered. I mean, just take the top off the defense. Why don't you?
Later, Jared.
Offensive line needs to protect, and yeah, need to do all that.
Well, we already know that's not happening, man. We got Cesar Ruiz playing offensive guard. But yeah, Seahawks, man, their pass rush in week 2. Well, we'll say I'm gonna give him more time. I'm gonna give Kellen more time because, even Dennis Allen, you bring up Dennis Allen, but if you remember that first year, we didn't even go to Shaheed a whole lot. We went to Shaheed maybe 1 time every game. So I'll give Kellen more time, because he probably doesn't know who Shaheed is yet. He probably knows who he is, but he does at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, Seahawks pass rush last week. 3 sacks, 8 QB hits on 35 passing attempts. And Byron Murphy II with 1.5 sacks. The Seahawks run defense well, I'm going to get that in this different segment. What is the Saints offensive line going to have to do to stop Byron Murphy and the rest of this defensive line?
They're going to have to do what they have to do. Grab, scratch, claw, do whatever you can to protect your quarterback without holding. Don't hold. And speaking of that, I mean, these third down penalties need to stop. That's for one. And you just got to know who Byron Murphy is. You got to chip him. You got to double team him. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, like the thing is with this offensive line is made to be good. But for some reason, they're not. Like, we have, 4 first-round guys in our offensive line that are starting. You got Calvin Banks, your recent first-round pick. Fuaga, who was a first-round pick last year. Ruiz was a first-round pick in 2020. And Trevor Penning, who I know is hurt right now, but he was a first-round pick a couple years ago as well. Eric McCoy, the best offensive lineman, was drafted in the second round. But yeah. So we need to play like a first-round offensive line. You don't see the Chiefs drafting offensive linemen every single year. You know why? Because they already got a good O-line. You don't see the freaking you don't see the Bills drafting offensive linemen every year because they got a good offensive line already. So why do that? You don't see the Eagles drafting an offensive line in the first round every year because they already got a good offensive line. But we're drafting offensive linemen every single year. The last time we had a draft where we didn't take an offensive lineman in the first round was, I want to say, 2016. Like, even in the years where we didn't take an offensive lineman, 2017 first round, we got Marshall Lattimore, but we had another pick where we took Ryan Ramczyk. And in 2022, we took Chris Olave in the first round, but we had another pick where we took Trevor Penning. Come on, man, we gotta do better. And I'm not saying don't draft offensive linemen. That's not what I'm saying. If you need them, then you gotta take them. But the point is, we should not be needing offensive linemen this bad. We should not be needing them. We draft the first round offensive line every single year. And if they're playing like they're a bunch of third rounders, fourth rounders. Like Banks is solid, Fuaga is solid, everybody else, we already know, but Eric McCoy, I'm leaving out of this equation. He's a second round pick somehow. But everybody else, y'all gotta step it up. Cesar Ruiz, you're blocked like you shouldn't even have been drafted. So bro, Torrey C. Simpkins was an undrafted guy, and I would rather him play than Cesar Ruiz. That's how bad Ruiz is playing. He had one good year, and we all got on our high horse, got extended for whatever reason, and then just stopped giving a crap. Not like he got crap to give, but Anyways, let's move on. Just had to give that speech out. Seahawks run defense last week. 21 carries on them for 72 yards, 3.4 yards per carry. And Kamara last week, 21 attempts for 99 yards and 4.7 yards per carry. So what is Kamara and the rest of the running backs going to have to do for us to overpower them with the run game? Because you did mention the balance last week, so
Got to continue with the balance. Got to start giving it to Kamara a little more, get him a little more involved in the passing game, and even give the backup running backs a little shine. I mean, they've been doing pretty well when they've been in there. So I want to see some balance this week. I want to see 25 pass attempts, 32 rushing attempts, something like that.
Well, that happens. I think we probably got the game won because I don't think you run the ball 32 times if you're losing. So, hey, I'll take that, man. I'll take that. That means that we 95% of the chance just won that game. Unless we're getting blown the heck out and we don't care anymore, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyways, let's take you. We like to do this where we take you back into one of the most memorable Saints Seahawks games. Well, I'm taking you back to probably the most memorable, probably a top 10 most memorable game for Saints fans and Seahawks fans. In the 2010 season, the Saints had a good year, man. Going 11-5, making the playoffs and stuff. In the wild card round, they face a 7-9 Seahawks team. We're like, man, well, I was like, man, I was watching it back then, but I bet everybody was like, man, we're gonna run away with this, man. They got Marshawn Lynch, but I'm sure that's not gonna come back to bite us. And then something called the Beastquake happened, where the Seahawks beat the Saints 41-36 to move on to the division round. So now I have one question since I wasn't there. What was your reaction before and after the Saints played the Seahawks in the wild card round back in 2010?
I don't remember because I think I blacked out. But all I remember is, Marshawn Lynch just pinballing himself down the field, his dreadlocks flying out the back of his head as each Saint gets three attempted tackles each on them, and they can't do it. They falling off them. Beast Mode going, get off me. All the way down the field, 80 yards or whatever it was. It was just, it was a painful memory that I'm trying to block out of my head. But thanks to the Hurricane Mike show, I have to relive it.
I mean, hey, man, sometimes it's funny to rehash painful moments. But yeah, I mean, were you confident that the Saints were going to win that game before it happened?
Yeah, like you said, what was it, a 7-9 football team? Barely got into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. Like, okay, we got the easiest game here. Just coming off of a Super Bowl championship. And, that put the end to the repeat. That was the year after the Super Bowl, right?
It was the year after.
Yeah. So that put the end to the repeat. Everybody was saying to that. We're going to that. No to that.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. But Atlanta, they're still trying to get one rise up. Or one up. They're trying to get one up, and yet they still can't even do that. They got a donut up though. So anyways, to end off the show, we always give our predictions, and then we're gonna get into 10 experts. So what's your Saints Seahawks prediction for today's game?
I'm predicting the Saints get off the snide. Get off that 0 in the win column. They're gonna put up a W. And I forgot the score I picked, but I think it's going to be 24-16.
All right. Well, here's 10 experts on the. Well, my prediction is Seahawks 32-29. Fight me, I don't care. Anyways, here's some 10 experts that picked the Seahawks Saints game. And let me read. I don't got their names, but I just looked on the NFL's page, and because they have like 10 guys working for them. First one, Seahawks 24-17. Seahawks 27-20. Seahawks 24-17. Again, Seahawks 22-20. Seahawks 26-16. Seahawks 28-17. Seahawks 23-13. Seahawks 30-16. Seahawks 24-16 and Seahawks 24-21. Meaning 0 people picking the Saints and 10 people picking the Seahawks. Kyle said that wild card game against Seattle was painful. I wasn't mad that Seattle won. I was mad how we played in that game. Our defense didn't show up. No running game. Drew Brees threw the ball over 60 times. Woo! Yeah. Look, I wasn't there, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I know the game was painful. But I was like, man, yeah. So yeah, 0 people are picking Saints to win today from the NFL. And 10 people are picking the Seahawks. So currently, the people over in NFL thinks that the Saints have a 0 out of 10 chance to beat Seattle. So do you have anything to say to those 10 people?
Well, it's, we're going to prove them wrong today. And, they're going to be eating their words tonight.
Hopefully. But yeah, man. We'll be live later. Well, I'll be live for the game at 3 o'clock, and we might come on later tonight whenever the game wraps up. So, yeah, 26-24 Saints win, says Scott. Yeah, I mean, hey, I hope you're right. So, yeah, shout out to Jerry G, the OG Bucks legend and the Nola Chop podcast category 84 for popping in today. Dad, do you have anything else?
Nope, just a who dat, and can't wait for 305, my brother.
Yeah, the Saints are looking to go 1-2, and the Seahawks are looking to go 2-1, which hopefully is the first option, not the second option. Because I'm sorry, if the Saints are 0-3 going into the Bills game,
It's gonna be 0-4.
bruh, Dad, we already know we're losing next week. We already know that. But
Yeah,
I would rather see us 1-3 than 0-4. Okay, because I feel like it's more realistic to come back from 1-3 than 0-4. Like, because like week 5, who we play? Hold on, we play the Giants, I think. Let me get this. So like we play the Giants after the Bills game. Then we got the Patriots, 2 winnable games. The Bears is winnable. Bucks is a division game. Rams, we'll see. Panthers is winnable. The Saints got a winnable schedule. They just gotta play like it. They playing like they're playing the hardest teams of all time. Like the Saints, you see in the first 2 games, the Saints did not get beat by the other team. The Saints beat themselves in the first 2 games of the season. We shot our left foot off last week and we shot off our left foot in week 1 and we shot our right foot in week 2. We have no more feet to shoot. Unless you start shooting off your hands and your head and stuff. But we got no more feet to shoot. So stop shooting yourselves in the foot. Stop with the reckless penalties. Stop with the mistakes, man. I'm not expecting you to shut everybody out. I'm not expecting you to score 50 points a game. But what I'm expecting you to at least look confident. And I'll give you credit. You've looked a little bit confident. But the thing is, you choke it every single game, man. Chris Olave, you gotta catch the football. Juwan Johnson, you gotta do something. Like, what do? You can't block, you can't catch. What do you do? Okay. And Spencer Rattler, let's wrap it up with Spencer Rattler, man. Alright. So let's wrap Spencer Rattler, man, because he threw 3 touchdowns last week to a bunch of guys that didn't know what they were doing. So I'll give him credit there. And Kamara, don't fumble the ball this week. Don't. But, and also Kool-Aid McKinstry, find your head. Anyways, Dad, you got anything else now?
Nope, we're good.
Alright. Dad, where can they find you?
Find me on Mic'd Up Sports YouTube channel right there. Over there on Hurricane Mike Show every week.
Yeah, you can also find me here at Hurricane Mike, Kyle Phelps, and Keeping It Real That's Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell on so you don't miss a future upload. And I believe as always, with a who dat. And don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon fan. Don't be those boys.
Yeah, man, they finna lose like they're Clemson.
Mm-hmm.